If you want a world without war, hatred, reduced crime, then you must declare all of the Earth's resources as the common heritage of all the world's people. Okay? So you got to know when you take up this kind of thinking, you will be abused. And so I told that to Roxanne. You're more apt to be abused upholding the values that I talk about. Do you want to get out? You know, anybody that comes to my sessions, I tell them, you will lose contact with this world. You will learn to dislike it. You will be beaten by police if you march and protest the war. And they will win because they have control of the weapons, sting equipment. They control everything, the radio, and make you look like a bastard. And when you release, your own people will beat you up. The unappointed guardians I'm talking about, or the self-appointed guardians, or those that were persuaded to uphold this system.
And that's the way we see the resource-based economy, or the Venus Project, that you can create all your spiritual aspirations, but make it a reality. That's what we're trying to do. People say, is there life after death? But we think for so many people there isn't life during life, that they take on old values that have been handed down to them, and they take on old aspirations of their parents and their parents' parents and live a life that has been lived hundreds of years ago.
And they use the poor kids in the army. They take the children. That would be all right if they paid for the baby's birth and they fed the baby all the way up to he's 18 and said, now you have to join the army. But mothers and individuals pay for their kids. They take them through illnesses and everything else, then the government takes them from them and says that's the price you pay for freedom. That's bullshit. It's the price you pay to support the established system.
We can house people, we can clothe people, we can have abundance all over the world if we use our technology wisely and maintain the environment. We don't have to chisel off of one another within a monetary system. Somebody gets a toothache, they make $1,000. Somebody dents a car, they make another $2,000. We're vultures after one another, and we don't really need to live that way, because today, with the advent of technology and where technology is going, it could be used to improve everyone's lifestyle in a resource-based economy.
I wish we did have a democracy. I wish it could exist. And maybe that's why I became better informed, because I was checking out to see if we had a democratic system. I found out we didn't. Okay? In a resource-based economy, we will learn what it means to be human and what it means to be civilized. It's very hard for a traditional person to step out of their tradition and investigate with the means that they never had. If you don't have the background to investigate, you don't know what to check with. You check with another metaphysician, and he's bound to sing your song. So you say, I agree completely with you. You don't say, do you have evidence to support that point of view? The free will assumption that there's nothing that causes it is just a terrible assumption. There's nothing responsible for it. It's self-determined. Self meaning without cause. Free will means without cause. Try thinking of something without an influence. It makes it easier, much easier, for society to flourish by blaming people rather than taking into account the physical factors responsible for the behavior. And if you don't know what the cause is, the greatest thing you can do is say, I don't know. I'm going to try to look into it. But how do you look into it? There are laws that govern how you look into it. Are you going to study those laws, or are you going to look into it with the old value system? The old value system will reveal nothing. People are not that precise in their language. Say, what do you want? I want access to the necessities of life. They can't say that. They've never been taught that. They've been taught a roundabout way of talking about things. So the Venus Project does not concern itself with habits of thought or success as used today. It concerns itself with the physical factors that are responsible for our values. You have to be, this is what you must use, ruthlessly honest. Otherwise you can't make it.
Suffering may be useful in some instances. Suffering may cause you to be careful that you don't walk into a thorn bush. So in this system, the total of nature is interrelated, but we don't like any part of nature that hurts us. That's why you wear clothing and an umbrella when it rains. You don't love nature. You never met a nature lover. Nature lover takes home poison ivy, takes home everything. He doesn't take home the plants that he likes. Most people don't have enough knowledge to know where the system is fucked up. They don't know the contradictions of the system. The reason Eastern philosophy takes is because everybody alive, hungry for love, warmth, and acceptance. They want to come into a house where the door is always open. They don't want any deals. Everybody wants true love, total trust, total freedom, total belief, total devotion to one another, but nobody has been conditioned to give it. And all your dreams, if they were answered tomorrow, if you got down on your knees and prayed for the best of possible worlds, you would be unhappy because you don't know really what you want. Because sometimes if you met a guy, a girl that loved you, really loved you, and did everything that you wanted her to do, you might dislike her. Because you may meet a girl who says, no, I don't go along with that. It may be the conflict that you need.
Those clips of Jacque Fresco are from the Socio-Cyberneering audio collection. Follow the link for the full lecture. We're aiming to release a new lecture each month, either audio or video. We'll do a short video for each one on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed and click the bell to be notified of new uploads. Hurricane cleanup is about wrapped in Venus, and we appreciate all support and enthusiasm for the project. As Jacque said, all of us are caught in a certain phase of civilization that we can never arrive at an ultimate society. We're always at some phase. So the point is, what are you going to do with this phase?